Good morning. Good Monday morning to you. August 29th. We're at the end, getting ready to get into September. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of warm weather here this week, a little bit. Summer turning into fall here. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of summer back. We got it good for a few days there, last few weeks. But anyways, I wasn't able to jump on Friday, and I wanted to finish up the topic that I was on Friday or last week, which was what separates top performers. What is some of the key components in there? And I had one more to add, and I wasn't able to jump on Friday, so I want to finish that up today. And today I want to talk about hoping that what you're doing is going to work. A lot of times top performers, they move beyond that. You know, many athletes and business people and anybody else that's working on a goal has to go through this process, and you evolve as you go through the process, and you go, a lot of top performers, I believe, go from hoping to certainty. A lot of times we're hoping what we're doing is going to work. And I think that's almost an amateur standpoint. The pro standpoint would be they're focused on creating certainty, doing what is certain. And I think this gets missed a lot of times. I think this is one of those hidden pieces of gold within what top performers do. But I think if you look at it this way, if you're just trying to simulate what someone else is doing, hoping that that's going to create the same result that it did for them, there's too many other factors in life and things that are going on and things that people personally need, one versus the other. So to think, in theory, it's nice. It's like, man, if I do what that person does, maybe I'll get the same results that they do. It's nice to think that way. It's nice to hope that way. But a lot of times, man, there's just way too many other factors that go into that. And it's not going to happen 9 times out of 10. It's just not. So for me, how do we get beyond that? How do you move from that hoping realm to certainty? And here's what I do, and I think it's important, is study what someone does or the results that they're getting from something, and then work that back, reverse engineer it, and go, okay, what had to take place for this type of performance? What leverage had to be created to create this? And then you start working your way back and go, instead of going, let me do exactly what they're doing, ask the question, what would it take for me to create this leverage with what I have to work with? That's the big point. Assessing what you have to work with, and how do you create the same leverage that person created to get that performance. And maybe there is pieces of what that other person is doing that you utilize to create that leverage. It's going to be an advantage for you, but I don't think you can copy it just exact and it give you exactly what you need, because you're a different person. Your circumstances, your resources, what you have to work with will be different than what that person had. Nobody is the same. So what everybody has to work with is different. And I think when you get to the point where you can analyze, okay, this person's doing something, they're creating some amazing performance, and you walk that back. How did they create that leverage for themselves? Study it, analyze it. There's value there. What's creating that leverage for them? And then once you realize what created that leverage, then you take an account of what you have and your resources and go, how do I put my puzzle together so that I can create that same type of leverage? And if you can work that puzzle, then you're going from hoping this will work to having some certainty, going, hey, I see this lining up. This is what I have to work with. If I do this, this, and this, that's going to create the similar type of leverage, and we start getting closer and closer to that point. So I challenge you today to go from just doing what other people are doing or trying to copy what somebody else is doing to simulate a performance or a goal or a target, to actually analyzing what created that leverage for them. Do that first, and then go, hey, here's the resources I have. How can I create that leverage for myself? How do I start to work that puzzle? Then you go from hoping something will work to creating some certainty in what you're doing. And to me, that is one of the big separators for top performers. So wanted to end in that topic with that, going from hoping to certainty is a big deal. So, man, I hope you guys have a great start to the week, and I will see you guys back here in the morning. We've got a new topic for this week. Let you know tomorrow.